Hello, I'm John Sopel, the Pro-Chancellor of the University. I'm also the BBC's North America editor. The discerning amongst you will have noticed that I'm not actually in Washington DC but Brussels. I'm travelling with President Biden on his first overseas trip. Congratulations on your degree, all you've achieved in these most difficult and testing of times. I also want to offer congratulations to your family who've probably supported you through this, your friends and the academic staff who've helped you get to where you've got to today. Your degree certificate is a badge, if you like. It says you can think, it says you can reason, it says you can argue, and these will be vital things as you go forward with your career. In previous graduation ceremonies, I used to read "Oh, the Places You'll Go" by Dr. Seuss. Doesn't seem quite appropriate today. I think it's more like "Oh, the places you'll stay." Please do stay in touch with the university. We want to hear how you get on, what you're doing, and also you can tap in to the experiences of other graduates who will be able to share their thoughts on the pitfalls ahead and the opportunities in whatever chosen career you go into.
Hello. Today we are celebrating the remarkable achievements of you, our graduates. We at the university are all very proud of you, just as I'm sure you, your family, friends and other supporters are. Graduating from one of the UK's very best universities, well within the World Top 100, is no mean feat. This will have required an immense amount of hard work, dedication and resilience to get you to this point today. While we are all here to celebrate the same achievement of graduating with a Southampton degree, your individual experience of university will have been completely unique. Your studies may have allowed you to achieve levels of research and knowledge that you could have only dreamed of when you started your first year. You may have made a range of new friendships that have allowed you to better understand the world. Or you may have taken advantage of all of the opportunities of clubs, skills developments and volunteering. This will have provided new skills and experience, for example, trying your hand in the world of enterprise or dedicating your time to helping others. The global, inclusive, open nature of universities such as Southampton should have exposed you to a range of new thinking and views. I am sure you will be leaving us a very different person to the one which joined us. This is a time of your lives all about growth, adaptation, development and finding out who you truly are. I very much hope you have found out a lot about yourself and the world, as well as hopefully enjoying yourself. You are at the cusp of further change in your life, while the world has also been changing dramatically around you. The next stage of your life is beginning in extraordinary and uncertain, yet now more hopeful circumstances. The impact of the global events that have spanned the past year must not overshadow your great achievements. In fact, the whole way our community reacted and coped with the global pandemic was truly inspiring. The contribution of research-intensive university society has been well demonstrated throughout the pandemic. Southampton as a university was no different, with a range of fantastic projects. To highlight one, the saliva testing programme was a national pathfinder. It was the most extensive testing programme of any university. You'll have had to cope with changes and things you never expected to. I've been continually amazed by your resilience, creativity and drive, especially when faced with the recent challenges that you've had to deal with. I hope you are now looking forward to the future with optimism and determination, even though uncertainty still exists. I want to thank you all for your fortitude and going above and beyond in helping us as a community deal with the pandemic. The friends you have made, the knowledge and skills you have worked so hard to acquire, and the memories you hold dear will be with you for the rest of your lives, as will your connection with us. You are joining a new family today as a Southampton alumnus. We will be here for you, so please stay in touch with us. I hope you will hold your time here very close to your heart as you embark on your next adventure. As much as I trust that Southampton has left its mark on your life, I know without doubt that you will have left your mark on our community. My heartfelt congratulations to you all again. I wish you every success for your future.
As head of Southampton Education School, I want to offer my heartfelt congratulations to you all, our new graduates. You've achieved excellent results in what has been the most extraordinary times. I appreciate that your final years have not been easy, and this is not the graduation you expected. I would like to personally thank you all for the way that you've worked with us, your tutors, to complete your degrees in the most challenging of circumstances. Your constructive engagement, your feedback, has helped us resolve the problems presented by lockdown and teaching in lockdown, and that's been very much appreciated. You've helped us learn from this experience, and we feel very privileged to have had such supportive, engaged students during such difficult times. It really has been a pleasure to teach you all. Today, you leave a faculty that is, like you, committed to making a difference, to making the world a better place. We hope that we can continue to inspire and inform you as alumni of this university, that you will stay in touch and that you will come back whenever the opportunity presents. As you go forward, we will be looking on with interest, with admiration, and with a most profound sense of pride. To all our graduates, thank you for choosing us and becoming part of our academic community. I wish you all the very best for a bright future ahead. Congratulations.
My name is Dr. Miranda Dodd. I'm Director of Programmes for Southampton Education School. Pro-Chancellor, I present to you the candidates from the Faculty of Social Sciences, and I ask that you admit them to their awards. I now present the graduates from Southampton Education School for the award of Bachelor of Science. Leah Parran, Catherine Pia Paul, Evie Watkins, Chloe Alice Humby, Sarah Lowther, Annabel Siviter, Bethany Marie Wallace, Imogen Jane Fry. I present the graduands for the award of Postgraduate Certificate in Education. Hannah Lena Pertun, Carly Ferguson, Jasmine Hancock, Crystal James, Bryony Caitlin Oliver, Christopher Robert Pickett, Ella Tennant, Kaylee Louise Adams, Jessica Grove, Bethany Lauren Stevens, Abigail Elizabeth Kelly, Shuvai Epiphania Maninja, Alan James Burfitt, Natalia Brown, Sophie Jane Wellborn, Beth Maria Street, Nan Song, Megan Crossman, Fazleen Ryanti Fernandez, Elena Salvatori, Megan Bond, Reese Bartlett, Cyprian Farr, Emma James, Kaylin Mary Curry, Peter Coleman, Emily McCann. I present the graduands for the award of Master of Science. Felicia Boateng, Christopher Earle, Rosa Maria Flores Avila, Yuan Gan, Baoyi Jian, Shuqian Jian, Ao Li, Danqi Li, Jing Li, Xiangli, Shilin, Tu Uyan Nguyen, Rawan Tahir Aradwan, Zhongyi Ren, Jinshen Zui, Wei Zhang, Jiayi Zhao, Nan Zhong, Monica Philip Kadiri, Zhang Lin, Siyu Liu, Hossam Mohammed Abdelrahim Serageldin, Xian Teng, Yang Wang, Jialing Jie, Anthony Nyingo Jiatu, Anastasia Gerasimopoulou, Tarima Hossein, Esther Park, Orentia Densita Warwick Watkins, Sean Anthony Henahan. I present the graduands for the award of Doctor of Philosophy: Claire Elizabeth Walsh, Michael Francis Polling, Manli Zhu, Meng Zhang.
As head of school of Southampton Law School, I want to offer my heartfelt congratulations to you all, our new graduates. This is the beginning of the next phase of your life, where you choose to continue education, launch your career, or seek out a new path. We are immensely proud of you all for what you have achieved so far, and hope you have taken the time to sit back and appreciate what you have accomplished. Your final year has not been easy, and this is not the graduation you expected. However, among the many uncertainties we all face lies the certainty that you will go on to make your mark and be successful, whatever success means to you. You can be proud to be alumni of Southampton Law School, which is a vibrant and diverse community with an international reputation for excellence in education and research. You have been taught by academics who are shaping their future through their research. I hope you will stay in touch as a member of our alumni community, as your connection with Southampton is one for life. What you have learned here, both in and outside of our lecture theatres, is one part of your history, and I hope the next chapter is just as exciting. I wish you all the very best for a bright future ahead. Congratulations.
My name is Mark Telford, Deputy Head of School in the Law School. Pro-Chancellor, I present to you the candidates from the Faculty of Social Sciences, and I ask you that you admit them to their awards. I now present the graduates from the Law School for the award of Bachelor of Laws: Sebastian Gruzweski, Leah Phillips, Abigail Rose Carroll, Sophie Doyle, Sarah Elizabeth Jervis, Amira Adam, Harriet Page Bennett, Hannah Boxall, Ariane Boyle, Kiara Burrows, Vito Capone, Holly Chappell, Zara Chulatin, Samantha Collins, Savannah Cutts, Megan Elizabeth Dugdale, Hannah Foley, Alice Hannah Gardner, Krishna Gusai, Lauren Gray, Sana Amber Kauser Hakim, Elizabeth Holdaway, Fega Olwell Eboje, Sophie Imber, Charlie Johnson Hall, Akshita Kirita Karya, Saya Malin Kirpalani, Mekalena Kokinu, Jasmine Lama, Summer Jane Lewis, Mira Makwana, Alexandra Ann Jane McCulloch, Kira Moore, Esther Agnes Naji, Thambasili Nkubu, Rachel Elizabeth Noyce, Agnes Obi, Emily Georgina Padley, Rihanna Anjali Patel, Ella Catherine Scamel, Shengul Semert, Anastasia Shangle, Kelly Sloan Murphy, Kieran Spellman, Joshua Mark Spicer, Natalie Thomas, Chloe Hannah Tomlinson, Benita Udegby, Amelia Ellen Ward, Gabrielle Elliott Weeks, Lauren Annie Windsor, Gabrielle Kovtanenko, JC McCall Laroveri, Funda Motley, Rachel Patrick, David Zebak, Atalia Edwards, Lily Niblet, Zoe Alicia Reynolds. I now present from the law school the graduates for the award of Master of Laws. Timothy Nkoreki Akampirira, Mikhail Angelos Kazulakis, Madison Emily Stevens, Vanessa Townshend Batil, Shu Yao Fan, Alexandra Uverich, Eleni Ancianotti, Caroline William Benelli, Iona Chaziotti, Georgios Iason Dracopoulos, Kostaninos Fourniatakis, Si Yen Hu, Byridon Kalamatianos, Angeliki Kotsumitsu, Ong Mi Lee, Ye Ming Lee, Paul Michael Mullen, Chidiogo Happiness Odonkwi, Ijeoma Pamela Opoko, Sinjo Thao, Harry William Roffey, Ali Uvi Sahin, Radhika Sharma, Amelia Vlachu, Anne Ji U, Jing T Shu, Chen Si Xiang, Xin Ri Xiang. I now present the graduates from the law school for the award of Doctor of Philosophy in Law. Elizabeth Catherine Redrup.
Hi. Listen, I'm sure you've spent your last 3 or 4 years working toward this moment, and years and years of slogging away and cramming for those exams and frazzling your little brains out in the process. But can I just say the war is over, okay? You can come out and breathe the air. It's free. You're free again, for now. All right, I don't want to distress you though. But let me just say, before you start thinking of what's the next thing, which I know we humans have a propensity for. What's next? Let me just say that that is really no way to live the rest of your life, chasing from one thing after another. Because eventually you'll forget you were chasing, and it just becomes a habit, and you go from one thing to the next, and it becomes an addiction like anything else, and not too good for your health. And eventually you'll just need higher and higher doses just to feel normal. And then you'll never feel satisfied because you're caught in this kind of craving, this endless craving, and that lies the way toward unhappiness. So at some point, it's going to be necessary to gain some insight, all right, to connect with who you really are and what you really want, what would give you satisfaction, and not just keep up with what the next person is doing or social media tells you what they're doing, which probably they're lying about. You know, everybody wants what the next person has, and the next person wants what the next person has. Again, we can get into that kind of syndrome. But, you know, insight is figuring out, what do you really want, okay? Not a job you want or how much money you want to make, but, you know, something a lot deeper. I mean, the culture, as I said, doesn't encourage that kind of thinking. It's more about dog eat dog. Though, really, I've never met a dog who ate another dog, but I don't know where that came from. You know, we're meant to believe that high achievers come in first. You know, Darwin said survival of the fittest. And so we imagine these tough people at the top, you know, kind of grinding their teeth and going for the gold. But actually what Darwin meant was not the toughest. He meant the fittest are the people that cooperate the best, that work the best as a team. That's what he really meant. And then the industrialists came along and reinterpreted it so they could justify their greed. But I think Darwin was on the right path. So the best thing is humans are at their best when they're doing teamwork, when you're working for the next person, okay? That's when we bond, when we work for the next person, that's when we're happiest. And compassion is the glue. So we do need that insight, you know, understand what we really want, who we really are, underneath the habits of thinking. Do you know what I mean? This is another thing that'll make you happy, to understand those thoughts are just old recordings, and I have them too. You know, I'm not good enough, I'm going to be a failure, what if everybody catches who I really am? These are just old recordings. Eventually you have to learn they're not facts, okay? But if you believe you're not good enough, the brain will actually physiologically cement in that formation. But if you believe that everything is possible, everything becomes possible. And another thing is, you know, we do as humans think in the past and the future. You know, that's what we have over animals, is we can plan for the future depending on what we did in the past. But if that becomes a habit, you don't live in the present anymore. And that is another thing that makes the journey worthwhile. You know, that's why you slave for everything in your life, so that you can taste it or see it or experience it right in the moment. You know, you don't want to hear a concert yesterday or tomorrow. You want to be there right now. I think the expression is, if you ask somebody what the best time in their life is and they say now, then they've arrived. So again, insight and learning how to be present sometimes is the greatest skill, and you don't need to get a degree in that, but you do have to study it and practice it, because humans, you know, we have this, as I said, this propensity for future thinking, past thinking, and just following what the next guy does. But if you really learn to maybe stop a few times a day, you know, you have to achieve. We have to use a little bit of stress, but otherwise we just get stressed about stress, which is what the word frazzled means. Stressed about stress. We start thinking, oh my God, nobody else is as stressed. I shouldn't be this stressed, blah, blah, blah. We sabotage ourselves with our own thinking. But if you stop for a few minutes and think, what's going on in me right now? What am I feeling? Well, you could do it right now. What's the weather temperature inside your body? Are you happy? Are you tired? Are you sad? If you stop and kind of focus inside, it slows you down enough so that you can focus what's around you and actually get surround sound and hear what's out there. You know, enjoy your holiday rather than thinking of what you have to do next. So I hope when you go into the next stage of your life, you're focusing a little more about what really interests you, no matter what anybody else tells you. You know, I know it's tantalizing to follow the crowd, but stick to your guns. We really need to learn to cool our engines. Otherwise, it's like a car that's out of petrol. You know, what's right for you? Where is your tipping point? Really, otherwise, you're emptying your tank, and then you're just grinding your wheels like a car that's caught in mud. It just sinks deeper and deeper. So, congratulations to the class of 2021. I can't wait to see where you all go on to, but promise me you'll try to be more present and you'll be true to yourselves. Okay? And that way lies happiness. And that's all that's worth it. Okay, thanks very much.
Congratulations on gaining your degree. Everything is paid off and you deserve to celebrate all that you have achieved. When you first started your Southampton journey, it was probably a lot for you. Just another step in your education. I know that was my experience. But the more you spend time at university, the more you realise that it's as much about the community and the people you meet as it is about what you learn, your grades and your successes. You'll be marking this moment alongside the people you've bonded, connected and collaborated with over the last few years. You'll be reflecting on the friendships and memories you've made, the nights out you've been on and the adventures you've faced together. This step, this moment when you leave as a community after so long is intimidating, but you're all stepping outside the supportive community and into the unknown together. We've seen this last year how important it is to have a network of support. Loneliness is an epidemic, and social distancing hasn't just been about staying physically separate. It's only natural to want to be a part of something bigger. It's human to want to be with and connect with others. The great news is when you graduate from Southampton and move on to whatever is waiting for you, you're still a part of a community that continue to support you as you make your way into the world. As soon as you gain your degree, you're a part of the university's alumni community, joining thousands of other Southampton graduates worldwide who are changing lives, making a difference and achieving remarkable things, all connected by their unique Southampton stories. As a fellow member of the university alumni community, I urge you to stay in touch, share your progress, celebrate your milestones with us and reach out. While you're all going your individual ways, you will never be too far away from another Southampton graduate, or indeed, another graduate who has just finished their degree in the most unusual, unpredictable and unyielding of times. Wherever you go in the world and whatever you do, we'll be right beside you, as will the lifelong friends you've made during your time as a student here at Southampton. Welcome to the next exciting stage of life. I want to wish you the very best for your future, whatever it holds for you as a University of Southampton graduate.
So finally, what I would like to do is do the formal legal bit of this, which is to admit you to your award in absentia. When I started speaking, you were a graduand of Southampton University. You're now a graduate. Many, many congratulations and the very best of luck for what's ahead.